Hey everybody, Arnold Hoffman here of Gear It First. Today I wanted to talk to you. I'm actually here just finishing some updates on the truck, cleaning the underglow kit and everything. I gotta tell you, in case you haven't seen my truck, I'm absolutely in love with it because I've got the pixel mapped wheels, I've got the rock lights, I've got the underglow, I've got the big screen inside there. It's like a 11 or 12 inch screen with the Apple TV. I've got the airbags, the sleeper sound system, and yeah, I mean, that's my truck. I love it. And I wanted to add something else, something unique that people didn't have. And I found the Rolls-Royce Headliner. This is pretty damn cool, right? Basically, it's your entire headliner just covered with stars. I'm like, I gotta have that. The problem is that it's not the easiest thing to put in. Look, I'll be very frank with you. You have to take out the seats or the windshield to get this headliner out. And also, the rest of the color of the truck, it was like a beige with black. I don't know what the hell Chevy was thinking. So I actually found a gentleman out of Auburndale, GW Customs, and I'm like, look, I need help with half of this project. So he literally blacked everything out. You can actually, you can't see it. He blacked out the interior. It looks great. We took out the headliner together, and I installed the box. He ran everything and installed it. I'm so thrilled with it. But the main question that everybody has asked me is not who I went to do it. And GW, man, he did a great job. He even did the visors, which again, you can't see, but he did the visors. But it's what kit did I use? If you go on Amazon, there's tons of different kits in every single price range, and all of them one complaint or another. So then I found a company that had a kit that has Bluetooth. I'm like, yeah, I totally want Bluetooth. I have the remote, but I want Bluetooth in case I ever lose the remote, which is going to happen at some point. And it has shooting stars. I'm like, I don't want the shooting stars. Damn. And I wanted a specific number of fiber optic strands. So I emailed him and I told him, I was like, hey, listen, can you make me a custom order? And he said, as a matter of fact, we can make you a custom order, like however you want it. Hell yeah. So I got the link down below to the company that I bought it from. The one that I got is not listed because it was a custom order. They'll do whatever you want to make sure it's exactly the way you want it. So the specific custom number of fibers, I wanted Bluetooth, but I didn't want shooting stars. I wanted a specific LED specification or type. And not only did they do this, okay, because here's how you do it, right? They said, okay, well, when you cash out, for shipping, choose us through DHL versus Amazon, because Amazon has some stuff in stock. And if you go through Prime, yeah, you get the 2-day, but this is a custom order. So, okay, it's coming from China, which means there's going to be delays and all that. So I was a little worried, but I'm like, you know what? I'll give you a shot. That package was here in less than a week and a half from China. They shipped via DHL. Great quality box. So here's how the process went. Headliner got taken out. GW took out the headliner and put this all black headliner. Then he sat there and poked a whole bunch of holes. He sent me a picture of what it looks like, because I was working at NAM at that point. And he goes, do you like this layout? Great. Then he sat there and laid out every single fiber optic, and it looked like it was his hair coming down. Snipped them all off. Great to go. So what does it look like? Well, let's take a look, shall we? Now, look how beautiful this is. And the layout can be whatever way you want. Now, the remote in itself is pretty handy. You can choose specific colors. But check this out with white. I can do RGB white, or I can do W white. This LED is an RGBW. Look at that. You can speed it up. You can slow it down. You can make it flash with whatever colors you want. I have this fade color that I really liked. And I'm going to slow down or change the motor speed right there. And you can see it really sped up. And there's other colors, like for example, this purple. This purple is just gorgeous. And GW did a great job about making sure that the strands were very random, so that way it just didn't look like a sweep, which was one of my fears that I had. From the remote perspective, let's fire up the app here. This is actually a pretty well-made app. You can turn your Bluetooth on and off. And I'm actually outside of the vehicle right now, maybe like 5-10 feet away, and it still connects just fine. You can select your brightness. You've got some pre-made colors. If I want to go to my all white here, some of these don't necessarily work. This is one of those that I don't think specifically do anything for that. But if I go here, then yeah, I can control my white. You can do mode. So there's a 7-color breathe. There's RGB breathe. You can have it fade from green to red. You can choose your speed, your brightness, and so forth. This is a lot more than you can do with the regular remote. There is a sound control option as well of those options. You can choose your speed for your twinkle. And then your meteor is if you have the meteor set on. Now, the 2016 Silverado is a pain where the sun doesn't shine. You have to take out the seats because we ran, you can actually see here, the fiber optic strand, and you can see where I ripped off some of the paint. But the fiber optic strand's running all the way down there. And then I cut a hole right around here where the fiber optic strand is going to the box. So the hole's going down there, and I wrapped the fiber optics in Tessa tape. And it's going to the box. Now in hindsight, I should have asked them to do a black box instead of the standard gold, but nobody can see that. And what it's going is this can do a regular power adapter. This actually comes with a 110 volt wall wart. So you can even do this for your office if you wanted to have it in your house or whatnot. But here's the thing. I did not want to, most people, like if you watch the videos online, they tell you to just wire a 110 inverter. I'm like, why would I wire a 110 inverter to a 12 volt power supply to go back to 12 volt? Because all that's doing is wasting electricity. So this is, since it's a 12 volt in, that's just wired straight to my block right there. And you can see the antenna is for the remote. Even though it's a RF remote, the remote seems to have an antenna, so it does communicate with this. And this other one is for Bluetooth. So now the next thing I got to do is I just got to lock this in and have it ready to go. But it's a nice, small, portable box. Super bright LED. Let me turn off the flashlight here. So there it is there. You can actually see where it's coming through there because it's pretty damn bright. And even with my headliner light on and everything, you can just see this. I mean, my goodness, from pretty far away, you can see the little stars and everything. So absolutely worth it. So I get it. This is a very different way than I do reviews, right? But I had to show you this product in person at night. No fancy camera tricks. Just, this is what it looks like on an iPhone. Plus, if you want to sit here and selfie it up, woo! But really, the thing is, I like the look. It's something unique. This truck, it's my baby. I wanted to just have something that looks different, and that's the way to do it. Everybody that's seen it has just fallen in absolute love with it. People argue about Underglow or the radio or the Apple TV. Oh, that's great. No, that's not my cup of tea, and that's fine. But so far, nobody that I've shown this to has said, nah, not my thing. They love it. It always gets people's attention. So big thanks to GW Custom. And most importantly, big thanks to Shine Innovation. They're the guys that made this one. Again, a lot of kits out there. I did weeks worth of research. And after talking to them, they got back to me fast. They shipped the product fast. It's well made. It came with way more stuff than I needed. So they have plenty of parts. And here's the important part. You can see this is a pretty decent size headliner. So we've got the box all the way here. Then the fiber optics going all the way here. Which means they sent extra long fiber optics. This is important because some kits, they'll tell you, oh, we're going to send you 550 fiber optic strands. But if they're only, 15 feet long, not going to do, or even 10 feet long, some of them were that, this is not going to do any good. So you want to make sure it's something that's really long, because when you pull it down, right, so you're having to start out, you need to cut them. You got to have room for air. Now, as far as installation, again, I hired a professional, somebody that's already done it before, because I hate doing headliners. I've done it before, never want to do it again, and he was confident, and he did a good job, plus blacking out the interior and everything. Now, some of you may wonder how much it is. Again, you can click down below to see what Shine Innovation is selling it for. Everybody's different when it comes to doing the upholstery. I can tell you that blacking it out, doing the installation, you're going to spend anywhere from $500 to $800 just on the labor and the new headliner and blacking it out and so forth. But the kit cost me less than $200. So the kit itself was the cheap part. And again, big thanks to Shine Innovation, plus having a great LED diode in there. I mean, look at these colors. You know, that green is just stunning. Let's look at that blue right there. That pink, that purple. I'm in love with it. And of course, the regular white and the warm white. So, crazy, isn't it? Looks beautiful. So, yeah, that's my truck. Love it. Hopefully you love it too. And remember, if you want to even be more unique, get the Shine Innovation Kit with the shooting stars. It just wasn't my cup of tea personally. I wanted just the regular stars. The pattern, all that you get is completely up to you. So, thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed it. Arnaldo Offerman, Gear It First. Have a good night and God bless. Hey, I really hope you enjoyed this video. If you want to see more like it, make sure you hit the subscribe button. Gear It First, honest reviews, incredible gig logs, lots of tips and tricks, and more tutorials than any other YouTube channel. I guarantee it or your money back.